What is happening there, citizens of the Reject Nation? Greg here today, joined by my co-host, John. How are you?
I am enjoying listening to the really rich baritone of your voice right now. How are you?
Good. I sound like Michael Wincott.
You do. Get that perfect shot, man.
Yeah, I got to get sick more. I'm in recovery mode, guys, but we got some exciting news, exciting reports here, rumors. I'm seeing it all over social media right now. I saw it on comicbook.com as well. And I was like, wow, I wonder if this is actually true. We got information about Captain America 4, New World Order, and of course, Thunderbolts, and how this is all setting up more mutants, and specifically a man with claws.
Oh, no.
Lady Deathstrike.
That was the joke I was going to make.
Well, I beat you to the hilarious joke. The audience is laughing uproariously due to my joke. Mine.
Oh, Deadpool from X-Men Origins.
Stop it. Michael Wincott commands. Anyway, leave a like, people.
You tell me, Daddy.
Here we go. So here's the basic report of what's going on. Do you remember in Eternals how after Cersei saved the day, there was Tiamat, the Celestial, poking up to the sky? Apparently that's going to be an island now. All right.
Cool.
And that people are inhabiting it. How? I don't know. How did they convert that to an island?
They hollowed it out. Just use the entire body cavity, because like you just have like a dome and a palm.
I actually do have a theory as to what kind of people might be inhabiting it. And by saying it like that, you probably already guessed where my theory is going with that. President Ross, he will be General Thunderbolt Ross, will now be President Ross.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. He's been working his way up the ladder. He's been trying really hard for a while now. They want something from that island, which is they have the rare metal adamantium. With that, comes all kinds of territorialism. People feeling like they're being invaded and taken advantage of. It's kind of like how the Americas were founded.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, how there were like people just living here, enjoying their life. We were all living on a big hand.
They needed us to come and show them how to make the big hand work for them.
The Brits came in and said, we want the gold you got here. And the gold now being adamantium. See, it's commentary, political commentary. New World Order. You get it? Oh, my God. Marvel's woke. But this will also tie into Thunderbolts. The last two films out of Phase 5 are going to be Captain America, New World Order, and Thunderbolts. The other rumor that's going around is that the island is actually going to be called Genosha, which, as many of you guys know, is a famous island from the X-Men comics. It's actually, I think it's in Dark Phoenix at one point, right? I think it's Magneto. I wasn't even what time.
Little compound.
Yeah, I think it is. But yeah, Magneto is like very much associated with the one who's like running Genosha. Not saying he's going to be in this, but it could be a setup for what's to come for that. So yeah, the Thunderbolts will reportedly be taking place at least somewhat over there in this Tiamat dreaming celestial island place that people inhabit as well. This is obviously going to be setting up a lot for what's to come for Phase 5. Most obviously, if this is true, it's a direct tie-in to X-Men. It feels like every other film we're getting closer and closer to directly tying it in. I know we got Deadpool 3 coming, but they've already established that that's going to be taking place before Logan, so perhaps that's still taking place within the Fox universe timeline itself, not exactly our main MCU timeline. Regardless, I think this is a really cool setup, and with it being an island that's going to be inhabited, I'm wondering if the theory is actually going to finally be coming true of that whole thing with the Dreaming Celestial emitting some kind of energy that creates the mutagene or activates the mutagene. What if, in fact, the people living there are indeed already mutants? John, what do you think about this thought process I'm having?
That would be crazy. I think it would still be a little abrupt, given.
No, John, I don't care about Sam Wilson as Captain America. I care about mutants.
Yeah, that's right. And we have a whole founded X-Men colony right here. They've all got powers and costumes and planes and stuff. It's going to be awesome. I like this as a concept, and I'm excited to be surprised by what it actually turns out to be. I mean, it's going to be 2024 this movie's coming out, unless they move it. So, they can't use the X-Men yet or cast new ones yet. So, yeah, I don't expect...
Until 2025.
Yeah.
Yes, and that will be when Phase 6 starts.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
But what we see here, won't be able to visually give us the entire realized X-Men. So, I'm tempering expectations, but I think it's smart to use Tiamat, and I think it's interesting. I mean, adamantium is a terrestrial metal. subtle as of the comics, but I think it could be interesting if they're implying that maybe some sort of celestial intervention further legitimizing the Eternals might have created both a reaction that could have sparked the X gene to awaken, but also could have, created some kind of adamantium here. Like, I think, at least for what it's doing for Captain America and the Thunderbolts, it's a really cool idea. For what it means for the overall X-Men, I'm not like, oh my God, Wolverine's about to show up.
I hope he does.
I think he should.
I think he should.
I think people like that.
I think someone should have a baby and they'd be, what will you call him? Logan.
Looks up, hopefully.
James Howlett. That's what I want to call him.
X-24.
I mean, some people were also thinking that it might be cooler if they, instead of making it Genosha, that they made it the character, forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, I've only read the name, Krakoa, which is essentially is a mutant, but an island mutant. If you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know those kind of characters are awesome. Where it's an island, no, it's a turtle. That's kind of the same basic concept right there. Yeah. Which would be a neat way to go about it. I like what it's setting up for adamantium, because if you look at Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which set the stage for the governments around the world all wanting vibranium as like the ultimate power source, adamantium arguably could be stronger, or at least maybe that's what the government's even thinking themselves. So this would actually fall in line with everything that we have been setting up, maybe not as overtly or as obvious, but that would be the right direction, I think, to go after Phase 4. Then if you're ending Phase 5 with, we got something better than adamantium, we need to get the leader back in here so we can go extract that. Oh yeah, World War Hulk shit. Yeah, get that going too.
And then get this man an adamantium shield.
Yeah. Shit like that.
And then you would have a Thunderbolts movie that would be very sort of Suicide Squad-esque and come with a good sort of moral quandary at the center of it, that then maybe Captain America is able to sway some of them away from, versus others who will further hold fast.
You mean like the Thunderbolts are trying to get this adamantium shit, and they realize like, oh no, but if we give this over to President Red Hulk.
Yes.
This could be really bad.
This could be really bad. And also, people just live here now, apparently, and have a whole society, and we shouldn't maybe just trample through their villages, much like in the Suicide Squad, and just kill people wantonly.
Why I'm excited for this is not because of the actual movie itself, but because of what they're setting up for other movies down the road. Marvel, you continue to do what you do best.
Yeah, again, keep me questioning, what's Captain America going to do while the nations of the world argue over adamantium?
That is an interesting precedent to set for him. If he is there to defend the people of Tiamat, whatever the island, I don't know if the island's going to call it Genosha or not, but if he is there to defend those people, it is a nice reversal on the whole thing, especially with him being called Captain America.
Yeah.
The kind of commentary it involves.
Sticking up for the people who are about to be colonized. And hey, I mean, Genosha is in the Indian Ocean, Tiamat is in the Indian Ocean. There's enough here to suggest that that's probably what it will be down the line. I think this will be the early stages. They'll find that people are living there, and that'll be it. And then eventually it'll be like a haven that's all like cool and Blade Runner-y, but not now.
It'll be a cyberpunk hand that they're living on.
Yeah, it will have to be. I'm like, what's the surface area on this thing? How much of a city can we really put here?
I don't know how you form a city. Honestly, I don't understand.
You hollow it out. It
makes no sense to me.
I mean, Tiamat wakes up at certain points in the comics. Like, what are we going to do about that?
This is how they live here.
It's a cool idea. It's just as cool of an idea as it makes me go, wait a minute, how is any of this going to work?
I know.
Please acknowledge,
so
but also...
weird.
Any tricky decision, just make it X-Men and you're good.
All right, guys. Well, what do you think about these plot reveals? If they are true, do they excite you? Do you care? Do you think it's all bullshit? Leave your thoughts down below.
It's all true.
Guys, subscribe. I'm losing my voice slower.
It's okay, you got this. We're so close.
Like, subscribe. Let's send this with a... John, take it away.
Gabe DiCioso. Dicoso. Dude, you got the most Italian name at the Patreon page. And I think that both of us, I think appreciate that. We're both part Italian. Greg's more Italian than me. It's often something we argue about, and he holds in my face as a sign of dominance. But you're more Italian than the both of us. That's what I love about you, Gabe. I hope you're at least a little bit Italian so this shout-out works. But more than that, I hope that you are having a lovely holiday season. I assume that you're a Catholic and that you're, feeling guilty while also trying to be as generous as possible to your loved ones. You're as generous as possible to us.
You could be Asian.
And, oh, goodness, you could be Asian, in which case...
Looks like it's predominantly an Asian name, John.
Oh, wow. well, this is awkward. Hey, Italian, Asian, I just hope you're doing well. That's all I care about. I love you, and I'm pleased that you still stick around despite
these 2023.
kick ass.